Yes, chaps, Uncle Sefri's back, Fortress Locksmiths. Now then, we have a new addition to the fleet, so as you can see, I've got all students inside the van, and we're actually going on a live job. This is what separates my training from anything else out there, alright? So I've got myself a crew cub van to fit 5 people in it. And basically this afternoon is Mortis section, and you couldn't even write it. This afternoon I was going to show the Fortress decoder, and guess what? We've got a live job, Lost Keys, Fortress. So we're going to get down there, smash the fucking granny out of it. Plus, they have 2 Chubb 3G110s that other people have keys for. So I'm going to show the chaps a bit of tradecraft, and we're going to fucking re-lever it, save the guy a bit of dough. Alright, see you down there. Boys have arrived at the job. We're getting everything ready. NDE box, Fortress pin and cam, tool bag, detainer set. I think that's everything. There, night light cylinders, the Pro Locks box. There you go, that'll do. Alright. Decoder. Okay. So you'll see that it has 2 different charts, and of course I've not fucking snipped the corners off, so we are probably going to have to use the hybrid method. Right, so it has charts left and right. So what this does is basically it allows you to insert a wire into the lock and read the back of the levers. We'll go more into it into the class. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to offer that up, curl it round, and I'm going to seat it inside the lock, okay? And then once that's in, we're hooked on, we're good to go, all right? And that's it. So then what we're going to do is we are going to feed this through, as you see, give it a few nips, and then wherever it sits, that's the angle of the lever. So you'll see that depending on what the lever height is, it will sit at a different angle, if that makes sense. So straight away, if you had to guess, what lever height would you say that is? 6, yeah, 7's going slightly lower, okay? So the first thing we do before we macaroni our pants is what we're going to do is make sure we've got a clear run of the pack. I'm going to go all the way in, that's all the way at the back. I'm going to bring it all the way towards me, and that's me seated under lever position 1, okay? And then depending on what the levers are, if I go in, it's going to click and give different heights, okay? So there is only 7 lever heights in a Fortress. Does that make sense? Okay? So straight away, we'll go more into it, into the office. We want to see how it works on a live job. So bring it down. I'm going to bring it all the way towards me. Oh, there we go. Now that's a 7. Can you see that, boys and girls? Can you see that? And that's me at lever position 1. Thank you, GJ. He has given me a little shot. So this is how you're going to do it in the door. Alright. So turn it on its side, because the levers are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So that first one is fucking 100% a 7. Alright. Then we're going to go in. We're going to push it slightly. That's our next lever. Alright. Now you are meant to cut a little fucking slot out there for this to offer up, if that makes sense. So I'm going to have to do this roughly. So I'd say that that's probably a 3 or a 4. I'm not too sure now. 3 I'm going to say. What do you reckon, yeah? 3? Okay, then we're going to go to the next lever. Now if the lever is lower than at 3, so if it was like a 4, 5, 6 or 7, it won't clip onto it. I'm going to physically have to move it underneath that lever. So the easy way to do that is we're going to push forward. See how I can't push it any more forward? So that's telling me it's lower than a 3. Okay? So all I do is I take control over it by doing this. See that there? And now we're hooked on. So that is, looking at that, that's got to be a 6. Got to be a 6. Okay? Yeah? So what you are meant to do is cut a corner out and sit it on top of the thing, if that makes sense. And brand new. GJ, you're a fucking rascal. Alright? 6. Now, we'll be talking about this more this afternoon, but this will follow the ABA pattern, which means levers 3 and 5 have to be the same. Okay? They have to be the same. We'll talk about why when we get back to the office. Okay? So I'm going to re-leave it position 4. Oh, that was a tiny, tiny click. So that should be reading as a 5, I'm going to say. Oh. I'm going to go right to the back now. There you go, there's your 6. And if I pull it back slightly, watch it just raise 1 by 1. Watch this. Literally by 1. See that then? There. So that's what happens. This is where people have difficulty at locks, especially when the lever height is 1 off each other, okay? So I can guarantee that that is 6, 5, 6. Okay, so they're very, very close together. So again, there's my 6. It's going to click up when I push it in. There, little tiny click, and then back to the black, there's your 6, alright? So that's all the same. So, once we're happy with that, we're going to build up our key, alright? Now if this didn't work, this is why I have the pin and clamp, because I can guarantee I'll open it with pin and clamp very, very quickly. So, what we're going to do is we're going to get our makeup key there. We unscrew that. You'll see it comes with pins corresponding to the levers, okay? So our code for this lock is 73656, alright? So all we're going to do, I don't want anyone who's watching, we're changing the lock, alright, wankers. So, 7, get a number 7, you're going to drop it in, like so, and you're going to see now, we're going to build the key. 7, 3, okay, 6, cack-handed swat, 6, 5, and then last but not least, nice and snug, brand new tool, 6, okay? There we go. There we go. And then you put your little block spacer in that acts as the back of the key, okay? And push that in. Oh, that's a sniff of it. And then once you're in, it says, that's a snuggin. Once we're in, got a little wire that pushes through and screws in. Okay, and screw that in, and then we're going to give it a go. Okay, instant lock. Hello. He's the best in the fucking world. Right, so you see? No bullshit, guys. Straight from the off, old Sassy Fortress, absolutely fucking bum to buggery. But we still have the fucking nightlights on, so someone is going to EPG that motherfucker. Alright? That's it, the attention tooling upside down. Just remember that latch pressure. There you go, keep it held. Now remember, you've got your spindle on. There you go, keep that latch pressure held. Turn the handle. Whoa! Uncle Seth is doing bits, who can't teach? So as you can see, gained entry into that one, and we are gonna have to, so you can see we've got an old school Chubb 3110 there, and we've also got one up here, okay? Apparently builders have keys to this, so what we're going to do to save a bit of money is basically re-lever or re-detainer them, alright? Lovely, Tradecraft 101 now, so here's my box of detainers, keys, blah 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 blah. The actual guy actually had, which is allowing me to keep a restricted keyway one, look at that, fucking deadly. So I did have a second hand one that he's happy with. I'm going to take the detainers out of this, which come with 2 keys, and I'm going to re-lever and pop that into the top one. So like I said to the boys, you know, wooden doors are fucking everywhere, especially around here. So on this particular road, which is like not listed, don't know what the word is, conservation area, you're not allowed PVC doors, they're all wood doors. If I went across them, I can guarantee half of them will be Chubbs. The boys, a bit of Tradecraft, so I took the detainers out of this and I've actually put them in this now. So obviously I took the detainers out there and I'm going to pop them into there. So hopefully in a second he's going to have a brand new working 3G110 with a new set of keys. Woohoo!